So you've been wondering how to do this text effect that you've been seeing by majority of creators now, and it's getting extremely viral. I'm going to show you how to make the text effect, plus add effects to it and give it some energy. So you don't want to miss any of these steps I'm about to give you, because if you skip to the second and third step, you're never gonna complete the text effect. So let's get right into this video. I say, how do I get shredded? For the text effect, we're going to do how I stay. And I want to change the text really quick because I don't really like that. Center and angled it. So what you want to do, go up to your effects control tab, click on your opacity, go to normal, scroll all the way down and hit difference. There you go. Now you have the text effect, but we want to give it movements and really make it catchy and fulfilling for the viewer to stay, like your famous creators do. So let's give it a movement. I'm gonna search up one of my presets. We're gonna do text appear up. There, I like that. Let's reposition it. There, I like that. So if you guys don't have this, it's a link in description. They're 71 plus dragons. Well, actually now there's 73, but I'm adding more today. 73 plus drag and drop presets, movements, just for this type of editing, so you don't have to waste time creating the exact same presets over and over and over again. It's not only helped me, but countless other individuals. So if you want that, go check it out. But I'll show you exactly how I made this. So let's delete it, search up transform, drag it onto your layer. And so how I made it was I did a position keyframe and a opacity keyframe on the transform. Make sure to uncheck use shutter angle and crank shutter angle all the way up, because if you don't do that, then you're not gonna get a motion blur and it's gonna look bad. So all we wanna do, we want this text to go up here just a little bit. Just go a few frames forward, hit another keyframe, bring it upwards like that. And then we want to add a keyframe to the opacity. First one's going to be 0, and then it's just gonna... How do I say shredded by... Now, it doesn't look good, but that's what we're getting to. You wanna first highlight all your keyframes, right click, go to this tab right here, go to ease in. That's gonna give it a nice little ease in. Then go to your position, hit the little caret to the left side. It's gonna give you your velocities. Now what I did is I cranked the left one and right one all the way to the left and brought the left one up a little bit. So then it came in really fast, just like that, see? It looks like this needs to go up just a little more. And then let's do the same thing for the opacity. Give it a nice kind of like angle. Oh yeah, just like that. Boom. Now let's go and search up my blur text. And this is gonna give it kind of like a grungy kind of like distance feeling that we want, that all your creators use. They add motion blur, or not motion blur, they add some kind of blur like Gaussian. So if you want this preset I'm gonna use, just drag and drop it so it gives it a little. But if you want to create it yourself, just search up Gaussian blur and mess with the settings. Easy as that. I'm gonna crank it up just a hair. Like, I'm gonna put it at 13. 13 looks good to me. There we go. And let's add a drop shadow. If you don't have a drop shadow preset, just use the regular drop shadow. It's really good. I'll show you my settings that I'm gonna use. Let's crank that all the way up, and then let's use the soften. How do I say shred? Easy as that. So there. Now what we want to do is give it more emphasis and energy to the entire clip. So let's add another text effect, plus add some transitions and zoom to really make the effect pop with the second text effect coming in. And for this shredded, I thought it would be cool to do some kind of cursive. So I just grabbed the one cursive that I liked. Let's put that right there. Okay, now let's put this below it and resize it to make it bigger. And let's give this a drop shadow like you just did on that other one. You can copy and paste it, or you can do that. It'll make the text pop a little more so it looks like that one's behind it. We'll add some movement to the shredded. Just search up, slide up and down. And if you guys want to make the slide up and down yourself, just use a transform effect and keyframe the position and stuff. Now let's make a zoom. Zooms are really easy. Just add an adjustment layer, put it atop all of it, make sure it's the same height, and then make sure it's the same height. Search up transform effect. You can see that we use transform a lot just because it's one of the best effects in this. Let's position the scale, put it to the front, and then wherever you want it to zoom in. So let's say right here, we want it to zoom in. Let's just bring this up. What the fuck? There we go.
How do I stay shredded by sitting all day video? How do I stay shredded
There we go.
all day video editing?
That's pretty easy.
How do I shredded by sitting all day
Video editing. Perfect. To complete this, for the last step, let's add some transitions and sound effects. If you guys want any of the transitions, they're in link in bio like always. I'm here to help you guys out. Now I just added some of my transitions. If you guys want my exact same transitions, go to the link in bio. Otherwise, any type of really flash or film burn kind of transition will work perfectly fine.
How do I stay shredded by sitting all day video? And I always think that's kind of funny because
There you go.
all day video. How do I stay shredded by sitting all day video?
I'm gonna readjust that. Just where the flash comes in is right where you want it to transition. So it's a little late. Just back it up a little bit. There we go.
How do I stay
For the final touches, let's add some sound effects. Got a riser.
How do I stay shredded by sitting?
That's a good riser. I like that. Let's add some kind of camera flash to it.
How do I stay
There we go.
shredded by sitting?
And then I want this to come in right where the transition happens. So it's okay. So now we're giving it some energy. Now we're giving it some energy. Almost done.
By sitting all day video. How do I stay shredded by
I want to give it some kind of upbeat and more suspenseful music and sound effects to really have all the effects align and click together. So let's add a music.
How do I stay shredded by sitting all day video? And I always
Yep. Almost done. We need 2 more. These would look good. I think these would look good.
How do I stay shredded by sitting all day video? And I always think
Yeah, there we go.
how do I stay shredded by sitting all day video? And I always
Yep, that is clean. That is exactly how you make that text effect and bring your hooks alive using that text effect and transitions, sound effects, etc. I hope you guys liked this video as much as I did. So please like, comment, and especially subscribe. Thank you for supporting me in my journey. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.